Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit, but I'm here trying to recap what happened at UFC Noche. I'm a huge John Silva fan, so like I was not happy for about a week. But let's talk about it. We're gonna open up the card with Daniil Donachenko versus Rodrigo Cesario. Um, Donachenko just clearly is clear as day is way better and just KO'd him for the Ultimate Fighter winner. So he is your Ultimate Fighter for this season at welterweight. Very, very clear, concise performance from Daniil Donachenko. He might be something at welterweight. Next up, we got Ailis Pereira being fraud checked by Montserrat Rendon. I've literally never seen Montserrat Rendon win a fight until last Saturday, where she clear as day beats the brakes off of Ailis Pereira. I mean, as much as you can at women's bantamweight, there's still women's fighters at 135. You're not getting like Holloway Cater level beatdowns, but it was it was very clear as day that Pereira is not ready for UFC level comp, and signing her at 19 might have been a huge mistake. Next up, we have Alden Correa versus Alessandro Costa, and I'm gonna be for real. He beat the fuck out of Alessandro Costa, and then KO'd him. It was not a good day to be an Alessandro Costa fan, which I am, by the way. And he beat the dog shit out of Alessandro Costa. Next up, we have Zachary Reese versus Cedricus Dumas. It was such a weird fight, and that's basically the story of every Cedricus Dumas fight. None of them are normal. Every time something happens in a Cedricus Dumas fight, it's not normal. Never, ever is there some normal shit happening in a Dumas fight. So, not surprised. Groin kick, crazy groin kick in the middle of the first round causes a no contest because even after 5 minutes, Cedricus is just not able to continue. It was a disgusting groin kick. Zachary Reese carries a lot of power early. I fully understand it, but it's literally, literally never anything normal with this motherfucker. I don't think I can name a normal Cedricus Dumas fight. It's always some weird shit. Uh, Next up, we have Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Gurule. Jesus Aguilar is way better. I have no clue why the fuck Luis Gurule was the favorite heading into this fight. And during the fight, he was the favorite. Made no sense in hell because Luis Gurule is dog shit. I don't care if you're losing to Ode Osborne. Like you're dog shit, and he got the dog water motherfucker got dog walked. Yo, Jesus Aguilar was outlanding him every fucking round. Was bombing in with the overhand right. Was just doing everything Luis Gurule does, but way fucking better. And it was really funny because like Luis Gurule has no fundamentals, but he fights at flyweight. And it makes no sense. How do you fight at flyweight with no real fundamentals? But next up, we have the people's main event. You and me, but mostly you. We're excited to watch this fight, and it was 100% Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. You know, Lemos, and it was 100% Amanda Lemos's fight to lose, and she lost. Tatiana Suarez wasn't getting her dominance in the grappling the same way, but it was still enough to stop to have the fight be very, very clear for very, very, very clear for Tatiana Suarez. Not surprised that Suarez won. But I'm surprised that Amanda Lemos looked the way she did in the fight. It was a really, really, really weird fight because like Lemos was clear as day, way better on the feet than Tatiana Suarez was on the feet, but she'd be able to just hold her on the cage for like 3 minutes at a time. Had me rooting against Suarez for a second because the fight was genuinely ass to watch. It was not a fun fight to watch whatsoever. Trying to recall this, my fault. Joaquim Silva versus Claudio Poyes. Claudio Poyes is bitch made. What else do we not know? Can't really strike. He did wobble Silva in round 3, but like, motherfucker can't strike at all. He's crazy in the grappling, but like, so what? So what? If like the days of the specialist is long gone, and I just don't think Claudio Poyes has a space in the UFC in today's day and age. Literally, just has no place in today's day and age. Unfortunate to say, but like, oh yeah, a grappler, a grappling specialist who can't strike, who has no real toughness. And it was just weird. Because, like, you expect more from Claudio Poyes because you want him to be a prospect because his grappling is really, really nice. But, like, what does this motherfucker do? He doesn't jab. He can't put a 2 behind it. His leg kicks are atrocious. He doesn't have any real clinch work. He's not going to elbow you and knee you in the clinch like that. He's just going to hold you against the fence if he can't get his takedowns. And if he gets his takedowns, he's dangerous. But if you just don't get to that position, he has nothing. He has nothing. And he was getting broken. Like, he's lucky to have survived to a decision because he was getting broken by Joaquim Silva, who's literally nothing special. Everyone knows Joaquim Silva is the NPC on UFC 5. He's not that good. He just exists. He's one of the UFC fighters of all time. If he was an NBA player, I'm talking about like straight J.R. Smith numbers. Like, he exists. And he's not even that fun. But Claudio Poyes couldn't get past him. Silva wins that fight. Next up, we have Jose Medina versus Dusko Todorovic. And Dusko shouldn't be in the UFC. He's not a UFC level guy. But Jose Medina should have never been signed. He's just some fat Bolivian nigga. It makes no sense to me how he's able to get away with being in the UFC. I don't think he's won maybe one fight, and I don't even remember him winning that fight. Like he's ass, genuinely garbage. Why is this dude around? It makes no sense why he's in the UFC. He has no business being in the UFC. He's not that good. And I thought he should have got released after he got KO'd by Atiba Gauthier. But getting taken down and subbed by Dusko after getting schooled on the feet, cut this fat Bolivian motherfucker. I hate that he's going to be the first dude from Bolivia because it's like, there's no real hype. He's not a good prospect. He just fucking exists. For what? Why does he exist? But, yeah, it was a nothing fight. But the prelims on this card were like, people are going to say, oh, the prelims were more fun than the main card. This was a mid-ass card. We had no expectations, and it somehow still under-delivered. It makes no sense to me. But, we're on to the main card. We have Santiago Luna versus Li Quang. Li Quang was putting hands on Santiago Luna. Not even gonna lie, he was putting hands on the little bro. But Luna survived. He has a absurd amount of composure for how young he is, and he just stayed composed, waited for Quang to start to slow down because Quang was throwing everything into every shot. And Lee Quang started to slow down a little bit, and Santiago Luna put it on him and KO'd him brutally in round one, about 2.5 minutes in. Next up, we have Alexander Hernandez versus Carlos Diego Ferreira. Carlos was winning until he wasn't. The entire fight, Hernandez was trying to pull him into a shot, and Hernandez found his shot eventually. And when he found his shot, he slept Carlos Diego Ferreira brutally in round two. But Carlos Diego Ferreira looked every bit of 40 years old. Put down the gloves. Fucking ruined my night. Seeing Carlos Diego Ferreira go out like that. Right. Ruined my night. But, it is what it is. Then next up, we have Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Kelvin Gastelum had a close and competitive fight with Dustin Stoltzfus. I'm going to reiterate that for y'all just in case you didn't hear that. In 2025, in big 2025, Dustin Stoltzfus had a competitive fight and didn't get slept out cold. Kelvin Gastelum, leave MMA. The MMA's left you. You shouldn't ever be having a competitive fight with Stoltzfus. I get Stoltzfus is relatively well-rounded, very strong and all that shit. Slime this motherfucker out. He has no chin. Slept in 16 seconds by Abus Magomedov. Dustin Stoltzfus. Strickland refers to him as a can to his face. And he can't do anything because he can't handle Strickland in the training room. Bitch made. He's bitch made. Going to yoga class and shit. Little bro, you're a fighter. Put more time into your sparring. But Gastelum wins the fight clearly. But it shouldn't have been that competitive. Is Stoltzfus. Slime him out, please. And then next up we have Heartbreak Part 1. Jared Gordon versus Rafa Garcia. Gordon was winning this fight. And then he wasn't winning the fight. And unfortunately, that led to him getting slept brutally in round 3. Very, very brutal KO. And it was an unfortunate thing. Because Gordon was looking great, but Garcia landed this brutal elbow in close during round 2. And from that elbow onwards, Gordon had nothing left. Only to find out, Jared Gordon had been hit by a car the day before. And was still going to fight anyway. And then he goes on the MMA Hour, I think it was, talking about, you degenerate gamblers, fuck your parlays. Bro, fuck you. We want to see you win, you jackass. Huh? We want to see Jared Gordon doing well. Jared Gordon's on a win streak. Jared Gordon was damn near ranked. And we don't get to see that anymore because he got KO'd by Garcia because he didn't pull out of a fight where he'd been hit by a car the day beforehand. He just throws on a knee brace. No, bro, calm down. No. You could have been on the way to getting ranked. You could have had the Thiago Moises. You already beat Thiago Moises. That's the thing. You didn't even need the Thiago Moises litmus test because you already slept him out cold brutally earlier this year. Dog, this could have just been you getting ranked. Grant Dawson hasn't fought in forever. So, it would have been great to see Jared Gordon get ranked. But now we got to see him build his way back up in his late 30s because he couldn't not fight. It's aggravating because you want him to do. You want to see Gordon and people like Gordon do well in their careers. It's just such a strange thing from Jared Gordon to see. Maybe he was hurting for money. Like that's always a possibility. The UFC doesn't pay these guys that much, but like you want to see Jared Gordon win these fights, and he didn't win. He lost very clearly, very brutally. Fun fight though. There was times where like defense was a second option. Jared Gordon's still one of the toughest dudes in the entire UFC. What's new? Unlimited dog, and gotta give Rafa Garcia that the credit for making that adjustment, just because he was getting cooked, and then he found, oh, let me start elbowing this dude in the clinch, and it opens up so much more for me, and he started doing that. And when Gordon started shooting takedowns, I knew he was cooked, because he didn't show up to shoot takedowns with a knee brace on. Like no, he was not trying to grapple, but it was a second. It was his, hey, get this dude off me. This dude's starting to cook a little too hard. But Rafa Garcia wins this fight, and we're on to the co-main event of the evening between Rob Font and David Martinez. Martinez is good. Good. I didn't realize how good Martinez was. Martinez is good. He's so fast, it makes no sense. Like, even amongst bantamweights, he's still lightning fast. It makes no sense. And he went out there and he handled business. So now I see some people saying robbery. I'm the biggest Rob Font fan you're going to find. He didn't win rounds 1 or 3. The fight ended with Martinez dropping Font and just dropping ground and pound, and the stadium was so loud that the ref didn't hear the end of round, the end of the fight horn. Just didn't hear the horn at all. It had to be rung twice because he didn't hear it. And Martinez is just slamming shots on Rob Font's face, and it was not a good way to see Rob Font go. But Rob Font doesn't defend the calf kick at all, and we saw that. He doesn't defend anything Martinez was doing, and Martinez has a very strange style because he'll come at you with side kicks, he'll come at you with question mark kicks, he'll come at you with all these strikes. But it just wasn't a good look from Font at all. He just looked like a 1-2 merchant, and when he couldn't find his 1-2, it was very, very evident he had literally nothing else. And like Martinez went out there southpaw, and he's really fast and everything, but when someone goes southpaw in front of you, you're supposed to use your lead hand as your jab instead of using your jab. You're supposed to use that rear hand as something for you to find that jab. You're supposed to go 2-1-1-2 instead of 1-1-2 1-2. And Font didn't make that adjustment the entire fight, and it was just a bad look because I'm like, you're top 10 in the world at like the roughest weight class. Why can you not figure that part out? Like, what are you doing? It just didn't. It was just a bad game plan from Font. I wish he adjusted more during the fight, but he didn't. And what else can you say? It's a good job for Dave Martinez. Dave Martinez went out there, short notice, and put hands on a top 10 dude in the world. Straight hands, and you can't hate on that. But I'll take you to Heartbreak Part 3. This part hurt. It was like a gunshot went off, ruined my fucking weekend. We have Jean Silva getting flat-lined out cold by Diego Lopez in round 2. So Silva's playing around a lot. He's throwing. He's doing the spinny shit. Lopez just takes him down off the spin, gets him out, and starts beating the fuck out of Silva. Silva gets out of the position somehow, but it looked like it was gonna get stopped, and it was looking bad. Like the ref was in the process of stepping in, and then Silva somehow, some way, was able to survive the position. Don't know how he was able to survive the position, but he did survive the position, and it was substantial. He survives the position, yay. Then he gets on the feet and he starts putting hands on Lopez. But Lopez's chin is crafted on a different planet, so he's taking flush overhand rights, getting knocked off balance by it, and then just coming back. I mean, when I say flush overhand rights, he was getting tagged. And it was a horrendous look for Jean Silva, as he literally gets spinning elbowed out cold after playing around and spinning elbowing Lopez. He's the one who gets spinning elbowed out cold, and it was just weird because it felt like Silva was starting to take over, and he got way too aggressive, and he got put out cold for it. Very unfortunate thing to see, and it ruined my fucking night. But that is the recap for UFC Fight Night Noche, Silva versus Lopez. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I read all the comments, and I probably will reply to you if you do comment anything. And see y'all next time.